Dublin of the welcomes, how are you? Ford of the hurdles is more like it. Did you ever spend your time trying to walk from Amiens Street Station or the bus hours in the direction of O'Connell Street, along with the streams of trippers, commuters and travellers from abroad who find themselves turfed out to fend for themselves at Store Street? God help us. From one end of Talbot Street to the other, there isn't sight nor light of a single solitary controlled pedestrian crossing. Not as much as one bollard-type crossing either, if it comes to that. It's exactly the same story if you're trying to get from Beresford Place up Lower Abbey Street to O'Connell Street. Not a controlled crossing anywhere, not even a bollard-type crossing to give the pedestrian a chance against the traffic. To be sure, Lower Abbey Street and Talbot Street are both one-way thoroughfares, the one going towards the city, the other leaving it. So I suppose the crowd in City Hall see no need for traffic lights. But try and tell that to some worn-out housewife, half out of her wits trying to drag a couple of kids after her to catch the last train to Dundalk. Try asking her what she thinks as she stands at the Gardner Street crossing, wondering when the traffic across Talbot Street is going to stop and give her a chance to make a dart across the road. But bad as it is there, it's 100 times worse in Abbey Street, where there are no traffic lights at all. It's an out-and-out speed track. There's nothing to halt the motorist until the lights under the railway bridge pull him up. And there, the unfortunate man, woman or child wanting to cross over and reach the quays have to turn their backs on the traffic altogether to see if the light is red or green. If they happen to step into the roadway a second or two before the light turns from red to green, they'll get a swift vision of hell open for sinners as the demented drivers swarm around them. Worse even than that is the junction of Lower Gardner Street and Beresford Place. There's a half-hearted attempt at a traffic island there, but the pedestrian is liable to be marooned by a riptide of traffic because the traffic lights I just mentioned are so arranged that there's no let up in the traffic from Butt Bridge or Abbey Street going into Gardner Street. If you're walking towards the city, at least you can see what you're about to encounter. But if you're waiting and wondering whether you're going to catch your bus or train, there's nothing for it only to wait there with your heart in your mouth and your life in your hands while the traffic comes at you from all directions. Butt Bridge, the quays and Abbey Street. It's a shocking thing to watch a mother with her children or some elderly person standing there with the traffic coming up behind them and they not knowing what the rules of the road are or if anybody heeds them. A nice introduction, I must say, to Dublin of the welcomes.